Grand Rising, you true Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel the messages that sent to me and through me and for me to share. Not every message that comes through is going to be a message for everyone, but there's definitely a message here for someone. A confirmation in regards to what I'm about to say next. This is my second attempt of recording a message for this evening. We're going into the 1st of August 2024, and I'd already uploaded the recording, or I pressed pause because the energy I was in was so intense. It was a mediumship energy, and I just knew from the get-go, from the intro, that I wasn't within a familiar energy of my own. But nevertheless, there were some parts of the messages that I seen come through in previous chapters and seasons that I did, so I was kind of resonating with the energy enough that so much messages came through. It was unbelievable, until I had to press pause. I pressed pause for maybe about 4 hours, forgetting to put my charger in. The message was deep. I'm just gonna pull cards. If anything comes through and I'm hearing, I mean anything, and believe me and you right now, I mean energy, then I'll speak about it. I've got like a 4-page write-up which I did 2 pages prior to the previous recording. Then I pressed pause. The 1 hour and 7 minutes, I believe, was very much to do with the energies that's come through on the channel already. But during the pause, I realized that I was actually in an energy of mediumship with a young teenage boy that went missing from the UK, who was in holiday in Tenerife, and his body was found. Now, what fascinated me is during the pause, I was guided to go back to a message that I did, I believe it was on the 10th of July, 2022, and another one which is on the 11th of November, 2022. And whilst I was listening to those messages that I've recorded previously, I was looking down at the cards that I had pulled. And the confirmation that I got, the card I was just zoned in on, and I'm going to use that same deck. It was card number, I believe, 29. Surreal. At that point, it was at that point I realized where I was in regards to the energy of what I thought was telepathy, but was actually the cosmos. I say that because of the decks that I was using. I was using, or thinking I was using, my telepathy deck, but I was actually using my Cosmo deck. LOL, my ancestors are trying to tell me, to see the fun side of it, because when I realized that everything had been deleted, I was fuming. I kind of just cleared the reading. Ancestors said, calm down, calm down. So I did. I just kind of grounded myself. I cleared up the area. I kind of just, tapped back in calmly. First of all, they wanted me to understand that the energy I was connecting with is a kind of I want it and I want it now kind of energy. No disrespect, just the energy I'm picking up on. It's kind of an energy of, because I took so long to get back into the information that I was still picking up on, even during the pause, there was like an energy of frustration, an energy of no peace. And I kind of get it now. So anyway, as I went to go and pick up my telepathy deck, I went to go and shuffle it, and I didn't even bother, because at the bottom of the deck, as I went to shuffle, I saw test, and an intense test to that. I didn't see this card, but I feel honored. I'm just gonna pull energy. Again, I won't read what I wrote, but what I will say, there's been some dreams that's come to the past that's come through that I've had in the past. It came through in that message. Again, I was kind of just doodling, doing a little doodling, drawing, you know, when you just, you know, come to figure out that it's part of a dream. Not that I didn't realize, but okay, this is a strong message. This is this is the High Priestess. Strong energy. This is the High Priestess and the Hierophant. My head's throbbing right now. It's going. I'm hearing double trouble. Double trouble. So it's a kind of energy of whatever tried to block me the first time. This message is more intense. So I'm going to say from the beginning, this is a message. This is a warning message, trigger message. There's certain information that came through in the previous message that even right now I'm finding it hard to process. That nevertheless I've been guided to continue. Continue. What's behind the Magician? The Empress. This is a legal situation that I'm tapping into right now, and it's bigger than us, you know. And saying that, look who's at the bottom of the deck. So I'm gonna pull 5 cards. I'm gonna pull 5 cards in regards to this energy. I actually pulled 6 in the previous message because this was a calling in all stars. But the previous message came from the last message which I've uploaded, which is my season 1313. This is not an attachment to season 1313, although the High Priestess was the energy. I cleared that reading, but as I was clearing that reading and I was now putting hands on Ancestor 37 transition, I heard grandmother energy. So I asked, show me what it is I need to see, because I realized that there was still more. The energy hadn't finished yet. Then I realized it's because there was a masculine energy that needed to reveal something in regards to all that's already come through in chapter 1313. I said, nah. The energy already felt kind of stale, you know. It's like it just felt stalemate-ish. So I continued my day. I carried on for my day. I went about my day, but nevertheless, I was still continue getting messages. I kept on hearing because I kept on blocking out the messages, and I kept on hearing because throughout my day I was just getting symbolic messages which I've written down. So anyway, I came back to the table now, and I saw more, and I pressed record. I began to record, and the cards that was coming out was unbelievable. It was confirming everything that I'd wrote and read. And as I continued going on, it just got more intense and more intense. Now I understand why Ancestor 37 said because this is still part of the transitioning of the High Priestess. Your High Priestess energy is becoming more heightened for those I'm connecting with. I'm hearing on another level. The number 7 may also be relevant here. Well, 5 take away 2 is 3. That's the Empress's energy. If I'm reading the Major Arcana right now. Something speeded up, something slowed down. Someone may have got wounded in that process. Some people don't take things seriously until it happens to them, I heard. This is definitely a repeating card throughout the whole season that we've had. Of 1313, Rapunzel, let down your hair. There's a liberation here. Some kind of truth. Water and salt. Walter, that could be the name, water and salt. The name Walter may be relevant. The Wild Swans, dedication. Repeating card from the previous message that was unrecorded. What I did say in the previous message is the kind of feeling I was getting, because I was trying to figure out what am I going to title this during that pause. And the energy was of, this is either a confession or a warning for those that this message is resonating with. It's like some things is needing to get straightened out within the I'm hearing within a high court situation. Someone within a high honor situation is trying to make sense of something in order for it to be liberated. Someone's looking for some kind of truth. The center of this message here with the 5 cards I got is the liberation here. Possibly a liberation of a high priestess in regards to a situation that's in something traditional, some kind of higher learning, guru energy, master teacher kind of energy. It's definitely psychic, definitely the energy of someone who practices divination, someone who speaks truth, protected by your guides and your ancestors and your most high. This is card number 44. I can't make it up. And I'm going to have to pull this card into the message because this is also a repeating card. It was actually center of the message in the previous message that wasn't recorded. They're still here, the children of love. They're not pure, they're not who you think they are. Somebody is not who you think they are. Purity is in the reverse. Snow White and the rose red sister love is in the reverse. I'm going to go back, I'm going to use the my zodiac, calling in all zodiacs in regards to this energy. I'm picking up an energy of I'm just gonna go off of the messages that I got. Mind control. Someone's trying to manipulate and control the mind from a higher place. Tell me more about this energy. And it's the energies of going back to previous messages that I done. I'm hearing my freestyle. I'm lost for words right now. I'm hearing my freestyle. You want to hear from a new song? And this one me have to call it Tugger Man. What is a Tugger Man? A gentleman mixed with the bad man. Overall, not godly man. Last night, me have to chant to me gran. Me have to ask her if a spiritual plan. She tell me say this one me have to sit down and get scan. Me tell you from 2001. Tell you say me never know the man long. A Tugger man, Tugger man, Tugger man. And that's not even how the song goes, but that's just literally, I'm channeling. I'm channeling. But this is the Tugger man energy. This is the energy of what you would call your false twin. if you believe in the twin flame journey. At this point, you're possibly maybe even having doubts. Taurus or Libra, Aquarius. I'm going to leave them where they fall because Aquarius is a repeating energy. I'm hearing it's the first I've seen Libra. I'm going to get 5 cards. And then we get an energy in regards to who you're dealing with. Also, Scorpio is another repeating energy. We've got double Libra, so I'm going to put this one back. So this Libra you may be aware of, but there's going to be a Libra or some kind of balance being brought to some legal situation. Going back to the High Priestess is being summoned to the stand. This High Priestess is going to be liberated from a situation, or this High Priestess is going to bring liberation to a situation in regards to what was once missing is now found. '29 is definitely relevant. I've got a load of other numerologies also that came through. Again, Aries is another repeating energy. Tell me more about this energy in regards to this message. I'm hearing so much messages right now. 2 cards came through, so this would be the card that you're dealing with. Oh no, more than 2 came through. I'm going to take them all. I'm hearing now you're being pulled into something. So we've got Capricorn and Taurus as energy. Bottom of the deck. This is some kind of air energy. Sagittarius is now here. Sagittarius was in the previous message. Okay, I had to press pause again for a minute. My background music went, and at this point I need grounding, or to remain grounded. I'm not going to allow this to throw me off, because the message here for me is this is going to get really intense. But again, going back to the card I saw before, it's like a test of dedication. This is another repeating card, the Wild Swans, dedication. And I feel like this card needs to be read because it's come through again. Before I pull the other cards. It's definitely an intense energy. I can feel the intenseness. This is the intenseness I got in the pause, not in the first part. I just stopped on the Children of Lur. But I'm going to find this card here, the Wild Swans. So it says dedication. It says all the people came flocking out of the town gate, for they wanted to see the witch burned. An old horse drew the cart on which she sat. They had put upon her garment a coarse sackcloth. Her lovely hair hung loose about her beautiful head. Her cheeks were as pale as death, and her lips moved silently, while her fingers were engaged with the green flax. Even on the way to death, she did not interrupt the work she had begun. The 10 shirts of mail lay at her feet, and she roughed she wrote, at the 11th. The fairy who came out to meet her was fair and shining, yet she closely resembled the old woman who gave her the berries in the forest and told her of the swans who were golden crowns on their heads, who wore golden crowns on their heads. Your brothers can be set free, she said, but have you the courage and the tenacity to do it? The sea water that changes the shape of rough stones is indeed softer than your delicate hands, but it cannot feel the pain that your fingers will feel. It has no heart, so it cannot suffer the anguish and heartache that you will have to endure. Do you see this stinging nettle in my hand? Many such nettles grow around the cave where you sleep. Only those and the ones that grow upon graves in the churchyards may be used. Remember that. Those you must gather, although they will burn your hands to blisters. Crush the nettles with your feet, and you will have flax, which you must spin and weave into the 11th shirts of Mel with long sleeves. Once you throw these over the 11th wild swans, the spell over them is broken. But keep this well in mind. From the moment you undertake this task until it is done, even though it lasts for years, you must not speak. The first word you say will strike your brother's heart like a deadly knife. Their lives are at mercy of your tongue. Now remember what I told you. She touched Elisa's hand with the nettles that burned like fire and awakened her. This is a tale of suffering. In order to save family or people, be careful from a fate that is not their choosing. It is a tale of sacrifice, and of sacrifice that must be done without recognition for a long time. In this tale, a young woman's brothers are enchanted into the form of swans, and she is told that there is only one way to free them, and that she and that sorry and that is through the spinning of the magical cloaks made from flax or stinging nettles. Not a word can be spoken during this task. So for years, this woman this woman has hands that are disfigured from the burning and the pain, feet, and can barely tread upon the earth, and she must do all in silence. Her dedication to this bizarre task and her silence in the face of demands of explanations creates mystery all around her. But the truth is she cannot speak. She must keep her task, for she has dedicated herself to saving her brothers. This is the madness of doctors, scientists, those who have discovered ways of healing and helping that seem bizarre and strange, incomprehensible to others. So this is the message of this card, to know that when we see people who are fiercely dedicated to a task or a mission, their single-mindedness may seem madness, and in some ways it is. But if this energy is put a great purpose, it can bring about great healing and change. The message could be that you must allow this and not judge this. And the message could also be that your own dedication may be perceived of madness and even create hostility within the hearts of others. But it will result in healing, creativity, and great breakthroughs. Just as Elisa's work, painful and bizarre as it seemed, saved her brothers from their enchantment. And I'm kind of so glad that that came through it at the end of that message, because I'm fully aware that this is a trigger message, and my intentions is not to trigger anybody, but to bring awareness. That's my intention. Confirmation. What I'm picking up on here, the children of Lur. If I read you now the story of the children of Lur, it's a powerful message that's coming through here right now, and it brings me back to the energy of Hansel and Gretel. This is not a romantic twin flame connection that I'm picking up on here. Mm-mm. This is a connection of a bona fide union, where somebody who you've got a connection with is being used and manipulated within a community who practice some form of arts. Going back to a message I did 2022, and they've been manipulated within this community in the ways of alcohol, drugs, addictions, however that may resonate, sex, alcohol. You know when they say sex, drugs, and rock and roll, all of that, in order to gain power over these energies, in order to use them as puppets, monitoring spies, in order to do their dirty work towards those who they deem as more powerful than them, with the high priestess's energy. In this day and age, I'm hearing there's something about the truth that you're bringing right now that's being locked away, that within the heart of the matter. You're speaking truth in regards to the heart of the matter, confirmation in regards to this energy of water and soul. I keep wanting to say water. I'm hearing names like Dolores and other names. I'm hearing now I'm hearing organizations, I'm hearing names. The initial B may be relevant. Puss in Boots. Liberation's gonna be had in regards to the situations of the high priestesses in this situation. The children of Lur. It says, out with you upon the wild waves, children of the king. Henceforth your cries shall be with the flocks of birds. Going back to the previous message I just read, the flocks. In this haunting tale from the island, we learn of 5 kings battling to rule over the Tinivia, I can't spell this or read this, sorry. The people of the land, sometimes called fairy. One ruler is chosen, but one king walks from the gathering proclaiming himself their chief in protest at the trace of the people, and appease him in time, and to ease the suffering he has at the death of his first wife in childbirth. The chief offers him his foster daughter to wed, and the king agrees, and it is brought into the clan more closely, providing the wisdom and the patience of the great king of that land. They have 4 children, a beautiful girl with long fair arms, a handsome boy, and 2 twins, who the wife dies giving birth to. Again, the kingdom is threatened by the grieving and the loss, and so the second foster daughter of the great chief weds the heartbroken king, and for a time she loves him and cherishes her nieces and nephews, and cherishes her nieces and nephews, but she grows jealous of his love for them, falls into a fever and hits them with a druid rod of hazel, turning them into swans who must live for 900 years in 3 different places for 3 years at a time. 300 years at a time. They retain their human voices and sensibility, and they sing more beautifully than any bird. They are able to stay with each other, and due to their beauty and their voices, they are loved by many. The one who cursed them is punished to become a witch of the air, which she remains to this day. And in time, the children of Lur see all their loved ones pass, witness the retreat of this land, and see the coming of the monks of the Christ. They are finally freed from their enchantment by a gentle Christian monk, And when they reclaim their human form, they are so ancient that the baptisms them immediately, seeing they are about to perish, and they die within seconds of being human again. The children of Ler enter their graves together, the sister holding each brother under her arms and upon her breast, just as she did for 900 years when they were swans. This card is here to remind you of the eternal nature of your soul and of the entire nature of your soul, that while lifetimes will shift and change, and you will transform from one incarnation to another, your soul is on a journey, and you are more than just what takes place within this one lifetime. Your soul is ages old, has already traveled so far, and soon will understand at least a part of the current journey far more than you do at present. This card will also remind you that it is natural for your belief system to evolve, even radically throughout one lifetime. You are most of all allowed to follow the direction the journey of the soul is taking you in. Use your voice to speak your story. Shifts from one faith to another. Releasement from a long family burden. Wisdom to stay together with loved ones. Suffering will end. You are loved no matter your form. There's something about Ireland here. I think it's saying it's an Irish myth. I'm just feeling a real sad energy, and it's like I've seen this energy before, literally, throughout my channel. Literally, the children of Ler is what ruled my energy of season 9 at the beginning of starting this channel. I've got 2 channels, so this is at the beginning. Again, it fell under the energy of the high priestess energy. These children of Ler, going back to the history of the what's come through my channel, target high priestesses energies, ordained from a higher fall, from a higher source. You not frightened of the Almighty, not of the one of the land, but the one of the moon and the night and the seas. And you not frightened of the Almighty, you not frightened say hell a place could have freeze. Jeez. Them have to make a order in order to stop me. Me say that could have risky if I go back in a time, me say if I go back in a history. Generational X, that then call me. Curse breaker, land maker. Teach me pity them for have a skill of a trader. Anger, watch for your temper. Do no make no fool put you in no cage. Anger, watch for your temper. Today I for them, tomorrow I for you. Show the world you is one of the few. Anger, watch for your temper. I'm channeling. It's a freestyle I made in regards to a song. So there's the Tugger Man song, and then there's the Tugger Gal song. Because this works both ways. It's all in regards to your choices. Choices is a card that came through in the previous message. But I guess someone here now is being liberated for the choice that they've made. Tugger gal, tugger gal, tugger gal, humble and me rational. Me say me humble and me rational, but this me and I shall. I put you in a box, myself, I put you in a cubicle. This me and I shall. A music, hypothetical music, psychological. I'm an empress, no time for brawl. Go pa my knees, all I meds make a call. A granny 1, granny 2, granny 3. That's where me say me draw me energy from Grenada. meaning in the, breaking down that song, my cutoff is real. First of all, it's like you would be non-existent to me. If I say to myself, I cut you off, I cut you off. There's no looking back. And secondly, I go on my knees, all I made make a call. Once I put you over to my ancestors and I say I'm done with this, like once my tears are always heard, you know. My tears are always heard. That's the energy I'm picking up here. Someone's gone on their knees and they've cried to their ancestors in regards to this situation, in regards to a truth that's come out here. The truth could have came in regards to a Virgo or about a Virgo, or you could be a Virgo. But there's a wounded warrior here. There's a wounded, possibly Aries, possibly Scorpio energy. So these two energies here, Capricorn and Taurus, is in regards to the energies that you would be dealing with, because we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and then we've got this energy here, which is definitely an energy of earth, grounded. And again, it's just showing this energy of this bottle always coming through, of the trapped emotions, your bottled up emotions. And again, there's a lot more, there's a lot more to be said in regards to you being trapped within this bottled emotions. The energies that's been coming through, we've got the mirror magic that's happening behind here. We've got the hair magic that's been going on. We've got the graveyard magic that's come through. We've got the bottle magic. We've got sinking to the bottom of the ocean. We've got the manipulation of time. We've got all kinds of grimy stuff that's going on here that someone's trying to do within your energy, that's trying to affect you, and nothing's working. Hence why now they're going to some drastic extremes, going back to the message that wasn't recorded. Some people may not even know what's going on right now within the situation, because they haven't got the full clarity that they need and that they've possibly been seeking for over a possible, I don't know how long it could be for you. But somebody is intuition is popping off on them right now. It's going wild right now. It's because you're being liberated, and the message is, you're not, it's bringing me back to this card that came through, and it says, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil and blessings will soon be revealed. Now, this would make a lot more sense if the cards that I had down from the previous message was already here, because that was stemming from the last message I did for the chapter 1313. Although I said that was the last energy I was tapping into, Ancestor 37 said, there's still more to be told. I said, okay, I don't really want to bring that energy into it, but it's the energy. So I decided, okay, new spread, new cards. But as much as I'm trying to change my energy, the aura around, it's like something needs to remain the same. Something within this situation that's coming to the surface, something, it needs to stay exactly as it is. It sounds like evidence to me, as as I'm channeling this message. I'm gonna go back to these. So for the sign of Aries, I'm gonna pull 2 cards for each zodiac. Wise wounds here for the sign of Aries. So we've got the serpent, which is attached to the Virgo energy and the energies that you may be dealing with, Capricorn and Taurus, in regards to this energy of dedication, the wild swans. Up above here in the energy of this, the children of Lur and the Hierophant energy, is the dripping moon, and it's in the reverse. The card that concerned me, and I'm kind of hoping I don't see it come through in the previous message that wasn't recorded, was Black Sun. That's what makes me know that there's a deeper energy here than this. And it came out with this energy here. Now we've got the dripping moon in the reverse. That's the 2 cards for the sign of Aries. For the sign of Scorpio, that's 1 card. The 5th dimension. That's the that's your high priestess energy, your crown chakra energy. That's the energy where you can communicate through telepathy, you know. You could be I could be connecting. Let's just get 1 more card for the sign of Scorpio. I'm hearing so much. I had to take them, so we got the spark, and the reason why I'm going to take it is because the spark came out in the previous message in the energy of loyalty in the reverse. So tell me more in regards to this energy for the sign of Libra. And the ascendant light also came through for the sign of Scorpio. For the sign of Libra, co-creator. Again, it's a repeating card for the sign of Libra. The paradigm shift. That's this justice energy I feel is coming to this energy, the co-creator, bringing transformation. For the sign of Aquarius, E4 messages. 1 more card for the sign of Aquarius in regards to the energy of this message. I'm hearing your power is that great. It's like the power that you have that's ascending to your high priestess energy. It's knocking all of this out. It's ricochet. It's like it's a. Is it ricochet? It's not the word boomerang, but it's knocking everything out of your energy field. It can't come in. You know, it can't project. It can't penetrate your energy force. It's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Let's get 1 more card for the sign of Aquarius. They're trying to block your messages and they can't block your messages. You get your messages directly from the divine, directly from the universe, 5th dimension communication. Can't make this up. I know what I'm feeling, you know. It's an alignment. You're in perfect alignment with the 5th dimension. There's nothing they can do, regardless of what they're trying to do under the moon. It can't work. That's why it's going. You understand? You're swerving them. The floating island. Going back to the energy of the missing boy in Tenerife, which, going back to the message of the reading, is attached to some form of occult. Black Sun was the energy that came through in that message. For the sign of Virgo, tell me more about this energy. This is definitely the same energy for the sign of Virgo. Virgo is a repeating card. For the sign of Virgo, what's the message? Hallucination. Illusionist, you know? Mushrooms. They don't want to be seen in this situation. They're trying to shield themselves, cloak themselves from the truth being seen in this energy of the serpent. But you've already seen them, I'm hearing. You've already seen them in the energy of the snake, the devil. Confirmation. Within the energy of water and salt. Again, the name Walter for the sign of Virgo may be relevant. I'm also picking up water as well. Mushroom water, spiking of drinks, drugs, spikes. I'm picking up on hills. I don't know what I'm picking up on right now. Hoping it's making sense to somebody. I'm literally just channeling. Let's get one more card for the sign of Virgo. And I'm also referring back to the message that wasn't recorded because I'm seeing elements of it within this message. The alchemy flame. Let's get a card for the sign of Capricorn. I'm just going to get one card each. So again, this is a repeating card from the previous message. The alchemist. Falling over in this energy of hallucination. I'm hearing the devil knows how to play tricks on you. The devil's playing tricks on you. Someone's definitely creating some form of potion in order for you to create some kind of illusion, hallucination, illusions. Let's get one card for the sign of Taurus in regards to this energy. I'm hearing a part of a song now when it says, all I'm trying to do is avoid the tail of an iguana and just dodge karma. Energy don't lie. I have to take a pause. The black sun's come through again. I'm going to take a pause and I'm going to show the card. I'm going to show the card that came through. Actually, I'm hearing, no, I'm not. The card that came through in this deck that I used was the Rose Elf and the Skulls. And then the card that also came out, I'm going to find it within this deck. Furthermore, I'm hearing, see where it is now. See where that hand is now. The hand's far away. It's being handed in. Because the butterfly effect, somebody wasn't able to fully transform. I'm hearing gone too soon. But they're on another path. But nevertheless, they're still trying to get this message through to you. Strong message, like this is double confirmation or sacrificial energy. Projection, you know. And Aries in this snake energy flew over in the energy of Virgo, which is attached to Capricorn, which is in the energy of Taurus. It ain't touching Taurus, but it's in the energy of Taurus. I can't even pronounce this. I know with the butterfly there, it's just telling me it's about transformation. Something's changed. Let's get some telepathy messages here. If for the sign of Aries. Rise wounds here. And there's so much more to this. I'm hearing there's so much more to this. I'm saying a lot less than what I'm seeing right now. Mindfulness, you know. Although I believe in my last message, maybe that's why it wasn't deleted. I mean, that's why it was deleted. Because so much came through in that. Maybe I said too much. That's why I'm kind of slowing down my speech right now. But my thoughts are it's coming in thick and fast. Tell me more about this energy for the sign of Aries. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. Someone's feeling real guilty right now, and there's that tree again. Someone's feeling real wounded in regards to what they did, in regards to the shift of your paradigm. For the sign of Scorpio, in your part of or some form of transcending. Emotion. Look into the depths of your emotions. This is bringing me back to the energy of the messages of 1313. Tell me more about this energy. Forgot who was out here. Tell me more about this energy for the sign of Libra. It's like someone could be contemplating whether to put out some kind of information. Confusion. Yeah, that's what I was just picking up on. It's that energy of feeling confused of whether to put out information or not in regards to something that's being co-created. It says, all seekers of truth will experience confusion. Ask the universe to provide the answer you need. And this goes back to when I was picking up on this energy. First thing after coming out of the message that's uploaded, I picked up on the energy. Whilst clearing the table, I was guided to leave a few cards down and come back into the energy, which I did. Hour and 7 minutes just gone. So disappointing. True love is in the reverse though, for the sign of Libra. It reads, true love appears when you least expect it. But somebody planned for this to happen. It wasn't that it was least expected. Somebody orchestrated this with some form of kind of magical spell work, and the truth is going to be brought to the table. There's a child here of Lur, which, you know, a false twin, let's call it. And there's here somebody here who's speaking truth in regards to a false twin. Or this could just be you figuring out some things, putting two and two together, you know. Tell me more about this energy for the sign of Virgo. Sorry, that's why nothing's coming out. It's Aquarius. Somebody may be saying they're one thing and actually is in Aquarius. I could be connecting with a Virgo who has Aquarius in their chart, who may be island hopping right now, mixing up some, I don't know what they could be mixing up. Hallucinations, tapping into the psyche of the high priestess. I just saw 55 on the clock. Causing hallucinations. That's what they're doing. They're creating hallucinations in regards to your alignment and the messages that you're receiving right now. They're playing around with the moon. Dabbling is what I'm hearing. Love spells is what I'm hearing. Let's get a card for the sign of Aquarius. I'm hearing overall message. Overall message, there's clarity that's coming to you during this time. Someone's speaking some kind of truth. It says, take a moment to think about the situation to figure it out. This could just be the truth that's coming through you. I'm just looking at the power around this tree. When someone thinks that they're setting you up into this energy of putting you in a state of hallucination, spike, they don't even realize the levels. There's levels to this. You can just, your vision may be just gone out of your world. You could be identifying things that is as clarity to somebody right now. I feel like that's overall energy for somebody. Tell me more about this energy for the sign of Virgo. I'm hearing now we're coming to the Virgo. 2 cards want to come through. Intense and synchronicity. Divine soul matches have amazing moments of synchronicity. Synchrony. Intense. The intensity of true soul connections includes high and lows. Good time and bad times, I guess. For the sign of Capricorn. Tell me more about this energy for the sign of Capricorn. Telepathy. Close soul connections, harmony, synchronize, reenactment of telepathy moment or telepathic moments. Feelings. Take the time to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. This is giving me some kind of secret admirer energy. It's kind of different. There's two. I'm picking up 3 energies on there. If looking at this as an overall message, I'm looking at your energy as the true speaker. I'm looking at an energy of a tugger man, possibly 2. One of ill intentions and one with good intentions. This is not a love situation. This is bigger than that. But again, going back to the messages of my High Priestess card. Someone could be mistaken a 5-star connection for a romantic connection because the connection could be that intense. It's not necessarily meaning that it's a romantic connection. It's a soul connection. There's a difference. Someone's needing to see the difference between the two.